uh, I don't know, because when I'm with my friends, they say I'm a very funny person. But one thing I know about myself is I don't like to take everything too seriously. I prefer humor more than anything. So even in training, I make sure that I always make joke or in the house. So I think people say I'm funny, but I don't know. I started playing soccer when I was 8 years old in my hometown, Randfontein in South Africa. And I started playing with boys. I've been a little curious all the time, so the boys were talking about what they did in training and I wanted to join them, so that's how I started playing soccer and I never went back. Oof, soccer is my life. I wake up each day to play soccer. Whatever decision that I do, it has to be soccer related. What I eat, how I sleep, how I recover, how I talk, even with my friends, to stay motivated. So everything from the start of the day to the end of the day, soccer is on my mind. Sometimes I can't even sleep. I'm thinking of the games. I'm thinking of how I'm going to perform or how I performed the other match. So it is my life. Moving to Eibar for me was a good change. It's not a big city, it's a small city, and I love that about Eibar. I'm more connected to the nature. I see the mountains. I see the people that are friendly here. I spend more time outside than indoors. I've stayed in big cities and you don't want to go out because everyone is out, but in Eibar you can get some fresh air, you can see different kinds of weather in a week, and for me that's good because I get to have different feelings each day, to be warm, to be cold, to get snow, and I think for me that was a really good thing to come to Eibar and experience what I'm experiencing today. When I came here, I felt positive about the team because I'm a very ambitious person, and having to sign with Eibar, I could see that the team is ambitious. They just won the second division, being promoted to the first. So for me, it was a new start for myself and for the team because no one knew who Eibar girls were. So for me, it was a good start to come to Primera Iberdrola with a team that no one knows, so that when we play together as a team, a lot of people will be identified because they were not playing in the first division at the first place. Like I say, the team is ambitious, and I think a lot of people didn't believe or didn't want to believe that Eibar was going to do so good. Like I say, they come from the second division and no one knew about them. But for us to be standing in the middle of the table is good, and it's giving the team a boost because we know that our chances of going to the second division are slightly slim, but we still have more games to play, and that gives us encouragement to keep on going each match. I know that we are playing hard teams and it's difficult, especially to play away, but home we are trying to maximize and get the points or a draw. And I mean, it's not nice to lose, but every time we get on the field, we make sure that we want to play well so that we can get a lot of points for us to stay in the first division. It's been great, to be honest. And I think the results that we have received as a team shows a lot of hard work, a lot of confidence, because everyone in the team has something that they are contributing. It's not only the goalkeeper or the defenders or the strikers, because most of the time the strikers are the ones that stand out because they score, but we also need to give credit to the goalkeeper who makes the saves, to the defenders who make the tackles, or the midfielders fighting. So for me, it's been about the team effort from the start. Everyone is putting in what they're supposed to do. I think my teammates bring so much joy to me because every time I step on the field, I know that they got to know the kind of player that I am, how I want the ball, where I want to receive the ball, and what I can do on the ball. So for them to be able to help me with the qualities that they have makes me to be a good-looking player. Although sometimes I feel like I have to work harder and they also have to work harder, but when we do everything all well and good, I mean, these are the results that we get, where we get goals and we get points, and the team makes progress. To be honest, I don't wanna lie, when I came to Eibar, I didn't think I would be the top scorer because I was a bit challenged because the top scorer last year in the second division had 20 goals. So for me, it was a good challenge to come into a space whereby there's a lot of competition, and to be at the top of the charts of being a goal scorer in the team gives me so much joy because every day in training, and in games I get time to grow as a player and to progress and to express myself with the talent that I have. It means a lot to have the numbers that I have, to score the goals, to have the assists and to get penalties. It shows that I'm not just a player that wants to just score goals. I'm a team player. If I'm not in a good position, I want to give it to my teammates so that we may be able to get points. You know, at the end of the day, it's not about me, but it's about the whole team and the whole progress. I think speed. I think the past previous matches and even before growing up as a player, speed has always been something that stands out in my career. And I think each day when I get fit and when I play well, I get to express my speed and how fast I am with the ball and without the ball. Whew. I think there are 3 things that I tell myself each day to be the kind of player that I am. I have to work hard, and working hard is not only on the pitch but off the pitch. And what I have to eat, what time I go to sleep, the kind of recovery hours that I put to make sure that I'm ready and fresh for the next match. And for me, that's hard work because not everyone has that. Discipline as well. You need to be disciplined not only on the pitch but off the pitch as well. Have a good mentality, be a team player, and know what you want every time you go to training and every time you go onto the match. And I think the third one would be a player that is coachable. And in my career, I think this is one thing I've struggled with at the start, but now it's one of the key things that make me to be the player that I am. I'm coachable. Although I know a lot of things that I think I know about football, I allow the coaches to teach me, to show me new tactics, new techniques, to challenge me, to watch video analysis. So for me, I think those 3 things are very key to being the player that I am. Hi. I think the message that I have for my fans is the constant support that they give me. Even though I'm so far away from South Africa or from Africa, and being in Eibar as well, I get a lot of love and a lot of support. I know it's kind of different because the fans can come to the stadium, but the fact that everywhere you walk in Eibar there's a flag that represents the club shows the kind of love that people have for this team. And I wouldn't be the person or the player that I am today if it wasn't for the love of all the people that are supporting me on and off the field. We can't wait to have the fans back because I've seen how the people in Eibar support the club, but it's kind of difficult if they are not in the stadium. So for me, I think one thing that I'm expecting or looking forward to is having the fans back in the stadium to feel the love and to feel appreciated for playing for such a big team as Eibar.